Good morning and really heartfelt welcome to the Morning University from 4092. And so our topic today is resilience. And resilience, of course, is an ongoing topic and the permanent topic where everybody is dealing with. And I choose the topic because I think in these times we are facing here with COVID-19, resilience is much more important than ever. And especially also not in this moment, but maybe also after the crisis, when some of you maybe have to rebuild their businesses and to start from scratch or really to boost your business again. So resilience is a very important topic. So this is why we are doing that and why we are dealing today with this topic. And so we will start with a bit of an input, and then I explain you what it is, and then we go into the how we can really build resilience. So what is resilience really? So I found the best explanation is out of the Search Inside Yourself program from the Search Inside Yourself Leadership Institute, born at Google and based on neuroscience, where I am teacher since 2 years. And I just take the part of it because there are very valuable data inside, and also very good exercise really to train that muscle of resilience. So resilience, what is it? So how is it defined? So it is defined, it's the ability to overcome obstacles along the way. And a good working definition is an ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change. This is, I think, a good explanation. And the good news is we can train resilience. So it's like a muscle that we really can train in this strange times, I think. So there are 3 levels of resilience. So the first is really the inner calm, that you really have access to your inner calm. This can be trained with all the mindfulness exercises we do in every morning university, and to have really access to these inner calm. And it also can be trained with meditation and with lots of tools which are good for that. So once we have access to these inner calm, this really becomes the ground or the foundation of resilience, right? And there is a second one which is emotional intelligence, and a third one which is cognitive intelligence. So emotional intelligence is the element that so every experience we have is an emotional experience. And so in every experience we have emotions which are sitting in our bodies on different places. So our bodies gives us very, very valuable data, what is going on in our internal weather system. So where the emotions sit and what thoughts are connected to these emotions in our bodies. And there are lots of exercises to figure that out, like the body scan, where you scan through your whole body and discover what kind of emotions is sitting where and when. And this is how the emotional resilience is working. And then the third one is the cognitive resilience. And there's a good explanation from Dr. Martin Seligman. He's the father of positive psychology. And so he's a highly esteemed researcher, and he is calling that the explanatory style. It is how you explain a success or a failure to yourself. So there are 2 points. This is one, the pessimistic style, like he calls it, or the optimistic style. So, and how we explain failures or successes to ourselves, this really has a profound impact to our lives. And I showed that in the video, if you have seen that, I posted that. So the profound impact to our lives is how we deal with failures, right? And how we are looking to that. Are we the slave of our emotions? This is when pessimists are often the slaves and victims of their emotions, and they are not in the position of the observer to observe what is going on in your internal weather system, and instead of being the slave of the emotions and the feelings and the thoughts. So, and if you have the optimistic style, you are in charge of your feelings and emotion. You observe that like an actor. So my career as an actor was very good to experience this, because I have access to all emotions, even strange and painful emotions in my system as an actor. I have to search inside myself to all these emotions. And at the same time, I know after 2 hours, when the performance is over, it's gone. Maybe it takes a couple of beers in the cantina, but that's just a point when I'm not trained enough, right? And I know in 2 hours it's over. And then I have a normal life, hopefully. And then I have access in the evening to the next emotions, right? So, and that's the thing of the observer. If the observer is on, to observe that. And we're going to train that in the exercise in a few seconds. So what else is, I found that interesting, there is an experiment from Dr. Martin Seligman. He did that with life insurance company in US called MetLife. And the agents they have to underwent a test. And they don't look to their skills, they just look to, are they optimistic or not? And what they find out, so the group of pessimists in the group of regular hires, so the optimists, they performed 20% out in their first year and 75 in the second year, which is really profound, and that has a profound impact of their lives, right? And to their career and also to the life of others. And there is another point, which are the negativity bias. So optimism is something, of course, what can be learned, right? So our brain is malleable and trainable till the age of 90. So whatever you pay attention, feel, act, or pay attention to any thought or feelings is changing your brain, right? And therefore it's extremely valuable to have the opportunity to observe what you feel and act and pay attention to. So to become aware of the negativity bias, so we often really attended to more remember the negativity things in our lives than the positive things, right? So the second step is of course mindfulness. So to really bring mindfulness to the thoughts and bring mindfulness. What happens when you experience a negative or bias or a failure? So do you feel powerful or helpless? Or how are your thoughts related to your emotions? And is this event an experience of success? Then bring mindfulness to the tendency to really to downplay that. This is what we often also attend, to downplay the excess. Oh, there are lots of others involved and it's not only my credit, right? I've heard that so often, that we are downplaying our successes and don't take our credits for that. So, and finally, the third step is really the transformation. So when you're experiencing success, really take note of it and accept the credits for that. This creates a mental habit, and this is sticky in our brains and our minds. Take your credit and just experience that.